2:05, so a little bit better, but too many failures, and 2:12 would be better than last year, but he's not going to make up the deficit.
Yeah, you know, this is going to sound really harsh, but I think as a junior, maybe there were great hopes for him, and maybe it's like the child actor, you know, who can't make the transition. And a lot of pressure in Russia because there's a lot of talent in the weightlifting world in Russia. You've got to be really excellent.
You know, traditionally he's a sort of mid 380s guy, 385, 386.
Because he breaks down here in the clean and jerk, and the jerk is really the critical element for him. Nice clean. Yeah, see, the elbows are already starting to move around a little bit. I think it's going to be a good lift, but, you know, it wasn't rock solid. Do you think so, too? I mean, there's a little wiggle in there.
Yeah.
But he's on the board. Good for him. I think that left arm's, you know, moving a little, in my opinion, at the elbow region, but I'm not a referee.
Benefit of the doubt?
Yeah, you know, and sometimes, you know, it could be shoulder movement or something, or they think it's incidental.
So,
or they like him.
Artem Ivanov. 2:12 on the bar.
This guy's really fit. You can see his abs through his singlet.
On 390, same as Vladimir Sedov, but this would take him into the lead in the total and second in the clean and jerk. Another power.
Yep, I'm sorry. You're absolutely right, David. Yep, going to the right. You know, we have Anatoly Pizarenko sitting front and center in the VIP section. Of course, tremendous lifter in his time, super heavyweight and benefactor to the Ukrainian weightlifting team, and he was applauding as loudly as anyone. And the guy probably knows he better lift well with Anatoly watching him.
Absolutely, and both Domanov and Ivanov have now gone past Zairov of Azerbaijan, who had that 211 kilos earlier in the day.
It's kind of interesting. You don't often see a lifter just move literally sideways. Watch this now. This feet can just literally go sideways to adjust to get under the bar correctly, waiting for the down signal.
So now the other Ivanov, the man who's already got a gold medal, the 21-year-old Russian, and this is his first attempt, 213 kilos on the bar. Comes from Krasnodar in Russia, in the south. And so far, so good. This is for 4 out of 4, but it's most importantly to maintain his command of the competition.
Boy.
Strong jerk.
Yeah, nice, solid performance. You know, I wonder if they're managing him in a very conservative way tonight, going for this win. You know, they didn't go for the world record in the snatch. And what happened? They got 3 good snatches in, positive momentum, and a nice, solid lift in the clean and jerk.
They want to build the confidence, keep this guy in one piece,
right?
Take him step by step, 2 years to London 2012.
Right.
What we're seeing here is reality of all those junior world performances.
Absolutely. Form, maybe.
Now, Kalancia, this is his forte. So Kalancia, 215 kilos. This is his opening attempt. And that's up 3 kilos from his announced opener at 212.
Boy, he was fighting for that, didn't you think, David? Just looking, you know, how he stood up, and I thought he was going to start the jerk with his feet not in a line, almost not really staggering, but working to walk around with the weight.
He's so unpredictable these days that you're really not quite sure what sort of Kalansia is going to turn up on the platform.
Yeah, here's a replay of Arsen Kasabiev. Not Kalansia, but that was his missed opener.
Yeah.
Okay. Here comes Kalansia. Okay, nice lift.
And a very good evening to everybody in Eurosport World. Thank you for joining Randy Strossen and myself, David Goldstrom. We're halfway through the clean and jerk competition here, the 94 kilos, and very much Russia and Ukraine leading the way at the moment, as Kasabiev, formerly of Georgia, now Poland, comes onto the stage for a second attempt at 215. He wasn't a million miles away from the first one. Certainly this is a weight that he can handle.
Poland needs some team points too. I mean, this is for garnering slots for the next Olympics.
Yeah, but they did well last night. Picked up a victory in the 85 kilos.
One they probably hadn't counted on, so maybe it's you know, a wash.
Yeah, Adrian Zielinski.
Right. Yeah.
Very deep split. But this time he's managed it.
Yeah. Good lift, came back. You know, you don't want to have to repeat a lift, but if you do, you certainly would like to have a success, which he did. So missed 215, came back and made it.
Weighed in,
a respectable weight.
Yeah, weighed in at 93.21, so lighter by a whisker than Kalansia at 93.23. So Kasabiev in the clean and jerk goes into gold. Kalansia drops to silver. Alexandr Ivanov to bronze, because he's only got 213. He still has a couple of attempts.
If anyone noticed this, but he brings his rear foot forward first as he's recovering from the jerk. A lot of lifters will say it's better to push back with the front leg, helps to lock the bar out overhead. Obviously this worked for him.
So Artem Ivanov on 397. And this is 5 kilos up, so this is to regain the lead, but it's also to take him over 400 kilos. So this would be to 402. The mark by which this championship was won a year ago in Korea. Power jerk for a third time and the step to the side, but I think he's got it. And 3 white lights coming his way and regains the advantage here. So Ukraine go to the top of the leaderboard, building all the time. 217, leads in the clean and jerk, leads in the overall 402, but he's finished his lifting. His destiny now in the hands of others. Kasabiev with 1 to come, Kalansia with a couple to come, Alexandr Ivanov with 2 attempts left, Demanov with a couple, and also Pogosyan with a couple to go. So this is far from over. So on the stage, Sedov, 217 kilos for the last attempt here, Sedov. And this is crucial because it would take him up into a contending position. 397 would take him into overall bronze. Not to be, and the champion of 2009 finds himself left and anchored down in 5th place overall, and as far as the clean and jerk is concerned, down in 9th place. Only 180 in the first half of the competition, the snatch phase. So the consolation for his evening, and it is a consolation, but only that, a bronze medal for the man who took the gold in Korea a year ago. So Damanov now, the second of the two Russians, second in terms of the ranking position at the moment. His teammate Alexandr Ivanov currently second overall. Damanov now, this is 6 kilos up now. This would lift him to 393 and again would take him from 6th into the bronze medal position and the lead in the clean and jerk, of course. 5th in the world a year ago. Needs to get that leg in line, and that's much better. Well, this man at last year's Worlds and last year's Europeans only managed 2 good attempts. And in the snatch phase, he got 2 solid efforts in the clean and jerk now. Damanov improving. So he's got 4 good lifts out of 5. So very different this year. And that's why he's putting himself back into contention. So at the moment, it's Artem Ivanov with 402, Alexandr Ivanov with 398, Andrei Demonov of Russia on 393. And this is Alexandr Ivanov trying to regain the lead. 5 kilo increase would take him to 403, a kilo ahead of Artem Ivanov, who has finished his lifting. Great clean. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And David Riggott on the right of your picture there, he's really got a star in the making here. 403, 5 out of 5 for the 21-year-old Russian from Krasnodar. And this is another name to put in your notebook for London 2012. 4th place overall, and this is a 5 kilo increase, so this would take him back into the overall medals at 397. It would take him into the lead in the clean and jerk. The world champion of 2003. His big day in the world of weightlifting when he was an 85 kilo lifter. Really fought for that. He's fighting all the lifts that he's making. Or I should say fighting for all the lifts that he's making, but he's making them, which is the really good news for him and Romania. Nicu Vlad, the president of the Romanian Weightlifting Federation, just in front of us, and watching his man at 29 years of age still pull out the goods. On the kilos here to try and slam the door in Kalencia's face. 403, Alexandr Ivanov. Artem Ivanov of the Ukraine, 402. Kalencia, 397 with 1 to come. So at 225, this is a 7 kilo increase. This is for 410, and 410 is only 2 kilos off the total world record. Well, it was the 6th attempt. He's still in the lead, and that's perhaps given Kalencia an outside chance. Now, Kalencia is at the moment 6 kilos behind, but he's heavier, which means it would have to be 7 kilos up. Now, that means he needs 227 by my reckoning. Well, it's on 226 now. Just having a look at this. Even